Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the stream, GZTV. I've been waiting to do this, the playoff bracket. Let me move this, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. The playoff bracket has been set. I'm trying to adjust this, sorry. I'm OCD. I know that doesn't really matter because I'm going to be literally switching my window to the bracket anyway. My basement is fucking wet as shit, so if I get electrocuted, fuck, you're going to witness it on stream. But we have the NBA playoffs. They are literally taking place in less than 12 hours from now. So this is a very much procrastinated, very much last second. It's actually kind of crazy going into this. I didn't know that the playoffs were taking place on Saturday. I thought they were going to take a day off. Fuck no. We are getting straight into the games, which means tomorrow night on stream when I play games and I'm on Twitch and stuff, we will be covering the playoff games at the end of the night. So tune in every single night over on right here on YouTube usually, but obviously on the weekends we will be covering them on our Twitch segments during our Twitch streams. But thank fucking God, someone had some common sense. I got a playoff logo too. Sorry. Got a bunch of pages open. This is my apologies. But we have a NBA Pick'em Bracket Challenge. Now, normally the NBA doesn't do this. I don't know if I look good here on the screen or the shit looks good. Normally someone doesn't do this, but they decided to actually make like a website for the Pick'em Challenge. I think that is great. So shout out to whoever came up with the idea. Whatever fucking intern over at the NBA did that. We're going to get into it. We're going to go down the line for each round or whatever. I'm going to kind of break down each team, maybe have a segment for each team where we kind of break down like the talents on the roster, just for some of you guys that aren't aware. Is my mic that fucking loud? Okay, wait, whoa. It's like deafening. What the fuck is going, am I that fucking, okay, no, fucking full blast. Headphone warning. Sorry, okay. Alright, I don't know how this works, but the Thunder and the Suns, obviously 97% of people are going to pick the Thunder. 3% is probably Brawadis and Suns fans. So, Thunder are going to win 4 games. I think the Thunder are going to sweep the Suns. The fucking Thunder are terrible, by the way. Or the Suns are fucking trash. I know Jalen Green is a phenomenal player and he's had a couple really good games to end the season, and Devin Booker, but I guess we can look at it. I don't know who the fuck their coach is, Coach Ott, but I do think the Thunder are going to sweep. Now, Shea has missed some time, Chet has missed some time, J-Dub has missed some time. And obviously I fucking hate Lou Dort, one of the dirtiest players in NBA history. But this team, let me tell you, they got the depth. They got bench players. Jay Will, Isaiah Joe, Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins. And they obviously have role players on their starting lineup with Case and Wallace. They have Isaiah Hartenstein on this fucking team. This team is damn near going to be unbeatable. I might have them winning the whole fucking thing. I don't know, though. I might let my biases get in the way. Obviously, the Suns are going to lose. I just don't think Devin Booker... I mean, Devin Booker's not really declining or anything in his play. I won't say that. With something about it. I mean, Jalen Green's great. Dylan Brooks is having one of the best seasons of his career. Mark Williams is a solid big. And guys like Colin Gillespie and Grayson Allen, some really good guards, especially in their roles. And they have good role players. I mean, Oso Iguodala, Royce O'Neal, Jordan Goodwin, who's an absolute hustler out of SLU. But the Thunder are fucking amazing. They're going to get outmatched in every game. Lakers versus Rockets. I mean, I have to pick the Lakers. I do think, firmly, though, that LeBron can take the Rockets to 6 games. I do think so. Looking at the Lakers, obviously without Austin Reeves and without Luka Doncic, I do think they're probably going to sit out for the rest of the year, which is very unfortunate. But, LeBron James is out here. They obviously still have Dominate, who's had a solid enough year. Marcus Smart is a veteran presence. Bronny James is getting quality minutes. I don't know if that's going to change for the playoffs, but I really don't know who else they have. I mean, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes. They have guys like that on the roster. It is kind of what it is. I haven't really watched the Lakers recently, once Austin Reeves and Luka got hurt, but there you have it. The Rockets are pretty damn good. I'm not super high on the Rockets. I do think they're going to get killed in the second round, probably in 5 games. I don't want to, fast forward to that. Obviously, you have Ime Udoka, scandalous coach for my Celtics, right? It's a fun team. It's a really nice team, a really young team led by one veteran, and that is Kevin Durant, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. They have a really good young core. I think this team has a future, and I do think it is necessary for them to be led by a superstar year after year. So I do think once Kevin Durant, let me sit up here. I do believe once Kevin Durant is done with his tenure, at least with the Rockets or maybe even in the NBA, maybe this is his last stop, they're going to need to find somebody else. They've had the veterans over the years. James Harden developed into a veteran. They had Chris Paul. They had Russell Westbrook. This team thrives on veterans. So there's that. I need to take this sock off. It's soaking fucking wet. But they have a good young squad. I mean, Alperen Şengün, Jabari Smith. You get Amen Thompson, Reed Shepard, a second-year guy, Terry Eason. You have the Holiday brother. You have all these guys. I mean, they're all like under probably 27 years old. Pretty much all those guys I just named. Obviously, there's a couple veterans like Jeff Green. I think Clint Capella's out there. Maybe. No, he's on the Hawks, isn't he? But I don't know what I'm yapping about. I'm just kind of giving a preview. Nuggets, Timberwolves. Yeah, I do have to agree with everyone. Like, the Nuggets are so fucking good. It's going to go to 5 or 6. I don't think it's going to go to 7 games. I don't really like the Timberwolves this year. They've dealt with so many injuries. Like, Anthony Edwards is in and out of the lineup. I mean, that's really it, but he is like their star power. I mean, obviously they have Julius Randle. They have most of what they had last year. Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert. They still have Mike Conley, which I don't fucking know why. The Terrence Shannon experiment is going to have to take off, and they're going to have to start giving him playing time. They already failed with Rob Dillingham because of how many minutes they're giving Conley, so I don't know. But like DiVincenzo's on this team. I think they still have Slow-Mo. Joanne Behringer showed some really dope flashes. Maybe he could be an X-Factor player in this playoffs. I'm not really sure, though. But looking at the Nuggets, it's just a winning culture. Dan Adelman, I think his name is, he took over. He's been amazing as a coach. And obviously, you know, the 2 stars with Jokic and Jamal Murray, them picking up Cam Johnson instead of a very inefficient scorer was a very good move. Christian Brown continues to develop. Aaron Gordon continues to be a phenomenal, one of the best role players in the entire NBA. Peyton Watson had a surge this year, which was really awesome to see. And obviously you have the in-between pieces. You have Spencer Jones, who's been a really good young guy. You have Zeke Naji. So the Nuggets are really fucking good. They're going to be very, very difficult to beat in this playoffs. So getting into the Spurs and the Trailblazers, I think the Spurs are going to I'm just going to say I think the Spurs are going to quite easily sweep the Blazers. And the second round of the playoffs is going to be fucking awesome, by the way. But holy shit, the Spurs are so good this year. They are so good. So good. I like the Blazers. I mean, Tiago Splitter did a hell of a job getting them in this position. And, you know, they have their stars. They have Jeremy Grant. They have Donovan Clingan. They have Denny Avdia. They have veterans like Drew Holiday. They have Robert Williams, you know, and they have some really good young guards with Shaden Sharp, Scoot Henderson, and stuff like that. But this fucking Spurs team, they're full of young talent. It's one of the youngest great teams of the league. Probably one of the youngest teams in the league, and yet they are the 2 seed in the fucking Western Conference. That is insane. We're talking Wemby. We're talking Stephon Castle. Their only veteran really is De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes. They have the Champagne brother. They have Keldon Johnson. They have such depth on this team. You can't go wrong with it. Dylan Harper even being one of the best rookies in his class this year, coming off that bench. This team is immaculate. I mean, obviously they got rid of Jeremy Sohan, which kind of sucks to me. But shit. I mean, Luke Cornett's been pretty awesome. Let's get into the Eastern Conference, though. I don't really have much to say about that. I mean, a sweep is a sweep. That's what I'm going to say. Pistons versus Magic. Why are people picking 92% Pistons? I know the Magic are kind of ass, and they lost to the fucking Sixers without Embiid. This is not going to be an easy series for the Pistons to win. It's not. I damn near want to pick the fucking Magic here. I'm going with my... No. The Pistons are good. Look, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren as the 2-star powers. You have the other Thompson twin. Fuck, I mean, you have Duncan Robinson, you have Stu. They have the pieces. I love this Pistons team. You have Ron Holland coming off the bench. You have Danis Jenkins absolutely bursting onto the scene this year. But, like, dude, okay. I mean, the Magic are good, bro. Like, I know they had that game. I kind of want to go to the Magic. I kind of want to go with the Magic. I know I should not do this. Fuck. Magic might shock some people. I know Paulo Banchero has had some very touchy stretches recently, but like, you talk about their players. I mean, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, to be fair, is definitely still kind of recovering, but they have so many good young players. Anthony Black, Tristan Da Silva. I mean, Wendell Carter is starting to kind of become a veteran presence. You know, they're not as deep, I guess, which is kind of stopping them. So, I think this is going to 7 games. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pissed. I'm picking the Pistons, but in 7 fucking games because I think the Magic could definitely put up a fight with them. I think this is a pretty good matchup. You have a Jalen Suggs who can guard somewhat well against Cade Cunningham. You have really good big men that could handle Jalen Duren. You know, think of Paulo Banchero, think of Wendell Carter, think of even off the bench Goga Batazde, and maybe even if they want to throw Mo Wagner in there, if that's the case, like they have guys that can contain. So that's a really tough matchup for a first. I almost like if you were the Pistons, I would probably almost rather play against the Hornets or the Sixers than the Magic. I think this is the worst draw they could have got. I mean, maybe the Heat because of Bam. Like if they would have somehow won that, but Cavs are going to beat the Raptors easily. I think like 4 or 5 games. I might honestly go with 4. I like the Raptors. I like Darko. He's a phenomenal coach in the association. The Cavs are we'll give them 5. 5. We'll give them a game. We'll give the Raptors like a little shit show game. But Cavs are winning that. Cavs are going to the second round, and that's going to be a really awesome matchup against the Pistons. I might actually pick the Cavs in that game. Cavs are fucking amazing. Bickerstaff, I think, is who's coaching them. He's doing phenomenal. Obviously, the acquisition of James Harden, getting rid of Darius Garland basically for James Harden was such a good move for this fucking team. And obviously, they have they have to have. Did I just swallow a bug or a dust mite or some shit? They have to have like one of the best backcourts and front courts in the association. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden in the backcourt, although James Harden declining, he's getting old. But the front court, Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, that's one of the best in the league. You have good role players. I mean, Max Strus is starting to get back in the swing of things and get healthy. You have Jalen Tyson, who is a phenomenal young guy. You have Sam Merrill, who is developing into a really fun kind of J.J. Redick type of player. You have Dean Wade. You have really good players on that team. And obviously, shout out to the Raptors. The Raptors have a lot of veterans. They have a lot of guys that are getting into those years. You know, think Scotty Barnes, think Brandon Ingram, think Emmanuel Quickley. They do have some younger guys. I mean, obviously, Jamison Battle, Jacoby Walter. Jacoby Walter. Grady Dick is still kind of developing a little bit. Ochai Agbaji, they might. No, I don't know. I actually don't know if they still have him or not. I don't know who else they have. But yeah, I mean, Jakob Poeltl is very much a veteran, so there's that. Maybe they still have Boucher. I don't fucking know. The Raptors are kind of whatever. Knicks and Hawks. Dude, this is just like the Magic. I don't want to do this. This looks fucking dumb. Okay, we're going to turn the face cam off. Face cam is done. Wait. We'll just have to try that shit another fucking time. Knicks and Hawks, yeah, dude. The Knicks are fun. Like, they have a caliber of a team, but, dude, the Hawks are great. What a pickup Jonathan Kuminga was. I think they are the ones that have Clint Capella, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. I mean, the Knicks do have, like, a really good starting five. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Cat, OG. OG is such a good player. He's another one of those really good role players, similar to, like, an Aaron Gordon. And, I mean, they still have Thibodeau. He is more of a winning coach. I'm going to pick the Knicks, but I'm going to go 6-7. 6 or 7 games. I'm definitely going 6 or 7 games. This is not going to be an easy game. I don't know why it's 89-11. Like, dude, this Hawks team is great. And the Hawks always give teams problems in the playoffs, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. I have my Celtics beating the Sixers. I think they're going to win, and part of me does think, does feel like, considering this is somewhat of a rivalry, I think they're in the same division, right? Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and PG might make it tough. I mean, obviously, like, Andre Drummond's out there. They have Kelly Oubre. They have some really good veterans. I think they still have Quentin Grimes. I'm going to say, like, it might be a bit of a hot take, but, like, I do think the Sixers are going to take the Celtics to 6 games. Like, I think with Jason Tatum still kind of getting back in the swing of things, I still think that's going to be a pretty stressful series for the Celtics. So I don't know. And for some reason, I feel like this, I mean, Dominic Barlow is a hell of a player for the Sixers team. Like, I feel like it's going to be easier to fucking beat the Knicks than it is the Sixers. I know I'm looking forward, but dude, I think the Celtics are going to the conference finals. I don't care. I think they're going to the finals, and we'll get to all of this in a second, but, like, the Sixers are tough. They're always tough to beat. They have the schemes. Nick Nurse going up against Joe Mazzulla. I mean, that's going to be fun. Yeah, man. Them goddamn Sixers. Every single time we play in a playoff series, regardless if it's Joel Embiid or, like, when they had James Harden, if he's having a good playoff series, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. It's always a tough one. So I think with that being said, let's get into the second round. Thunder are going to sweep the Rockets. No. That's harsh. I have the Thunder beating the Rockets in 5 games. I think that is going to be the most lopsided second-round matchup. The Rockets do not have it in them. They have one experienced player. The Thunder came and went. They came in and did that last year, you know? So all these guys have added, like, basically 3 or 4 years of average experience on them just off of this one playoff run. And Mark Diagonal is starting to really build his legacy up here. He's not going to let fucking Ime Udoka, the trainer fucker, come in. I'm just kidding. My bad, y'all. He's not going to let the Rockets come in and beat him in the second round, and it's not going to be a close game, really. So, give me the Thunder. I mean, obviously, Şengün matches up really good with their front court, besides maybe Hartenstein. They have some guys that can somewhat defend Shea a little bit. It could be a fun series, but the Thunder are so fucking good this year. They won, 65 games, I think it was? Like, holy fuck, dude. Anyways, Nuggets Spurs. I know a lot of people think the Spurs are going to the conference championship, but to me, in this matchup, I think experience really matters. Experience matters. The Nuggets have it. I think this is going to go to 6. Like, some people would probably think that series would go to 7 games. I have the Nuggets beating the Spurs in 6 games and taking on the Thunder in the conference championship. Jokic is one of the greatest all-around players of all time. Jamal Murray, come playoff time, is one of the best offensive players I've seen. I know Wemby is having a hell of a year. I know all of these guys are looking to really elevate their game come playoff time, and they're going to be fucking ready for it, and that's going to be a really good series. But, dude, this Nuggets team is so fucking good. And even, like, the experience with the coach. You know, Mitch Johnson is only in his, like, 2nd season of coaching. Maybe even, like, his first full year of coaching. You know, obviously, Greg Popovich, unfortunately, what happened to him, one of the greatest coaches in our game. But taking over for him, I think it was, like, late last year. He's been doing a hell of a job. Like, I'm not even, like, hating on him. Like, I have to give him all the credit in the world, just, like, the run that this team has been on. But, like, yeah, bro, it's experience. I think experience is going to outweigh anything and everything that this Spurs team tries to throw at the Nuggets. Everyone's been here before, and I forgot to even talk about Tim Hardaway, one of the best bench players in the entire NBA, another guy that has experience. So there's that one. Let's move on to the Eastern Conference. Pistons, Cavs. I think I might have the Pistons winning this one. I don't really know how Cade's going to look going to the playoffs, obviously. It's a little concerning, you know. Collapsed lung is kind of like freakish. I could go ahead and like look at his last couple of games just to be sure. But like, oh fuck, sorry. Let's look at his game log recently, because that'll tell the tale. Like, I don't know if Cade's ready for this shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This is another experience situation because the Cavs are much more experienced and they've had a couple more playoff runs, especially with the guys on their roster that have been there for a while, and especially with Max Strus been coming over here and being on the Heat. I think he literally played in the finals. Oh, fuck, dude. This is a tough series. I think this is going to go to 6 or 7 games at least. I mean, this is going to be great. I do want to pick the Pistons, though. Like, I have a lot of faith in the Pistons that they can get this shit fucking done. I think they're going to kind of be this year's version of the Pacers. Obviously, it's unfortunate, again, what has been happening with Tyrese Halliburton and the whole controversy of it all. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Cade Cunningham. Hopefully he's not on that type of trajectory. He already collapsed his lung, but... dude... I want to see the Pistons do good is what I'm saying here. And I think they can. I think they can go to the conference finals, and I think they're going to. Celtics are going to beat the Knicks in 6. I think most of the series from here on out are going to be 6-game series, so I'm going to take the Celtics beating the Knicks in 6. Celtics and Knicks obviously have a pretty long-time rivalry, you know, over in the Eastern Conference. They have a lot of storied games. It's really fun to watch these two teams go against each other. Tom Thibodeau, I think that's still their coach. No, wait, no, I'm stupid. It's the guy that used to coach the Kings, right? It's Mike Brown, right? Oh, no, what am I doing? Kings coach is Doug Christie? What the fuck? Hold on. It's Mike Brown. He replaced him in, like, July of last year, like last summer. So why was I saying Thibodeau? I've lost my fucking track of time. Jesus, I wish I would be reading the chat if someone were to correct me, but I don't think they did anyway, so that's fine. But the conference finals, the Final Four, we have the Pistons and the Celtics and the Nuggets and the Thunder. Dude, oh man, bro, this is gonna be such a good series, dude. I want to pick the Nuggets so fucking bad because I want to see the Nuggets go back to the finals. I like so many players on that fucking team. Oh, dude. I might have to do a coin flip. This is going 7 games. Thunder Nuggets, like, don't you guys... This is going to be prime fucking basketball. Barring any injury, dude, this is going to be cinema. This is going to be amazing, bro. I got to pick the Thunder, dude. Thunder in 7. I'm telling you, it's going to be a 7-game series. And we're going to look at the Pistons and the Celtics here. Pistons have a pretty good shot at beating the Celtics. But I do think it is the same situation. And it does depend on, like, the health of my Celtics. I didn't talk about them much. Maybe I can take a moment here real quick and just talk about the roster of it all. Because, holy fucking shit, the Celtics are great. Obviously, they've built a roster. Even after getting rid of guys like Drew Holiday and KP, they really built a roster back up and had such an unexpected year without Jason Tatum. Like, obviously, Jason Tatum and JB are spearheading, and, like, Derek White and Peyton Pritchard are kind of, like, the second tier of players we have. But, like, look at guys like Neemias Queta. Look at the development of guys like Baylor Shireman. Obviously, Sam Hauser still does his job pretty well. Jordan Walsh is doing a solid-ass job. You know what I mean? Like, Luka Garza is really developing into a great player. Like, this is what great franchises do, bro. They develop these players at such a high caliber. I think the Celtics are going to win in 6 games. I think they could damn near beat the Pistons in 5. Again, I have so much confidence in the Celtics team, and I'm not even trying to sit here and act biased and shit. Dude, this Celtics team is amazing. They have their off moments, they have their off nights, but who fucking doesn't? There's been plenty of embarrassing beats throughout the NBA. Fuck, dude, fuck. I don't know, bro. Shit. I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be updating you guys on Twitter, by the way, like based on like what picks I get right to determine like, did I get the number of games right? Did I get who wins right? So there's basically here going to be like 30 possible points I could get. We'll see how my bracket goes. Maybe I have a perfect bracket. Holy fuck. Dude, my feet are fucking soaked. Anyways, before I get electrocuted, I need to get the fuck out of here. But Thunder, Celtics, and the... I'm picking my Celtics. I have all the confidence in the fucking world that the Celtics can win in 6 games. I have all of it. All in game 1. I acknowledge and agree. Please, no. Don't share my personal information with a random-ass oil company. What the fuck? The first game will have, I think, like 206 points scored. Sign in. Let me see if I can sign in with my account and maybe even keep track of this stuff. Hold on. I want to try not to reveal my shit, but it's alright. We can do it. Bro. Like, does that work? Let's see if this works. Got it. Okay. Cheesy TV. Wait. You can't put space? Cheesy TV YT, baby. That's fire. So this is mine. Celtics are NBA champions. Save the image to my fucking computer. This is my bracket. This is what it looks like. They give you a nice little image at the end. It's gonna be fun, dude. I mean, we can preview the games tomorrow. We can look at these real quick because the first games are coming on. Holy shit. I'm excited. I'm really excited for the playoffs, bro. Toronto versus Cleveland could be a really fun series. Minnesota versus Denver is going to be pretty awesome for a first round. I think the only lopsided series that are going to happen are probably Thunder versus Suns and maybe Celtics versus Sixers, depending on it. But everything else, like, these are going to be really awesome playoff series. I mean, Spurs versus Blazers. That's going to be a fucking waste of time, but... there you go, man. I don't really have much to say. I'm not going to turn it back onto my fucking face because I fucked up with my camera. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day and night whenever you're watching. You know, this VOD should stick around the channel. I think sometimes shit gets corrupted with the live stream, so I'm not really sure. I'm going to hit the hay. This was a really good night of content. Really glad I got my playoff prediction video so I can kind of chill out tomorrow and work on other stuff. It's been great. I've had a lot of fun doing stuff on YouTube, regardless of how much support or how little support I get, dude. I fucking love you guys, man. I love doing this. This is my passion. Sports. Obviously, I'm an engineer going into school, but like,